Hey friends, I'm out here in what I call my way back yard today. As you can see, it's kind of a blustery, snowy day here in the hills of North Georgia. I hope the wind and the snow don't, cover up the camera lens. But you know me, I love to be out in nature, and I'm hoping that my friends in the North Country don't laugh at me you know when they see me out in minimal snow. We actually have a winter warning. But I wanted to cover a couple of things here that I think are really important to think about as you are contemplating not only your own existence, but why the cosmos exists. Um, you know, uh, what has God got going that He created all of this, and all of this happens the way that it does. So there's a couple of points here that I wanted to talk about. So I want to share some terms that you may or may not have heard of before. The first one is called sonder, and that's the realization that others have a life that is as vivid and complex as your own. This often comes as a result of an epiphany and is actually shocking at first. So think about that quick. People are actually kind of shocked into realization, and boom, they have this epiphany in their mind. Oh wow, I'm on one right now. uh, and a lot of epiphanies are centered around uh, the existence of the divine, because oftentimes they are directly communicated to you from the divine. All right. So it's not just you as an individual who is experiencing these kinds of things. It is built into who we are as human beings. Put my gloves back on. Next one is called Jouska, and that is that epiphany may happen as you engage in self awareness and as an internal conversation where you play out the scenario in your head. So, you know, you're pulling information together, you're watching stuff on the internet, you're picking stuff up that may or may not be purposefully communicated to you from whatever you're watching or listening to, or the people that you're talking to. And then you're sitting there by yourself again. And this often happens to me when I'm standing in the shower with the hot water running on my head, and all of the parts will just kind of start clicking together, right? And then how do you account for that, number one, and then what do you do with the information once it's kind of glaring you right in the face? Now there's denial, of course. You could say, well, that's just my brain putting things together that may or may not be connected. You can embrace it, which is probably the hardest path to follow. Or you can basically kind of set it on the back burner and say, well, I don't really know enough yet. I'm going to wait until I have more information, which a lot of people do as well. At this point in my life, I'm I'm seeking to embrace that communication that comes to me and see if I can sort it out. It also happens to me a lot when I'm dreaming, where my brain in the dream state will do a lot of aggregation and correlation, which of course it was meant to do, and then come away with some interesting thoughts. That's strange. My camera kicked off or shut off for a minute. I don't know why. Anyway, Eulansis is something that a lot of people will experience because they're afraid to discuss what has come to them from either divine communication or internal aggregation, because they don't think anyone's going to relate to it. I had a very nice lady on one of the videos relate her exulansis that she had, and I really appreciate it because it's nice to know that there are other people out there that are having the same kinds of things happening to them, that they want to find an outlet to be able to share. And I'm hoping that this becomes an outlet for that. The next one is Ochiolism. This is a hard one, huh? Ochiolism. The awareness of the smallness of your perspective. You know, when I was 18, I thought I was like super smart. I thought I pretty much knew everything that I needed to know. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. And you know, I started going to school and stuff like that, and the more I went to school, the more I realized I didn't know, and the more I realized I didn't know, the more I looked to learn, and the more I learned, the more I realized I didn't know. And I came to the conclusion that, wow, there is no way that I'm ever going to be what I would consider an intelligent human being, because I have met some people that it's just like they got it all. And so yeah, a lot of people experience that and finally come to the realization that the amount of knowledge that they have compared to the vast possibilities that are out there is minuscule. So don't feel bad about that when you reach that realization, because it's one that many people have eventually, if they are an intelligent person who is open to greater understanding. You'll find people who aren't, or again, they just kind of push it away. They don't want to know. It's easier that way. Ignorance is bliss. Never discount that. In fact, I've often told people, you know, unless you want to go through the work, you might as well just live in the ignorance that you're used to, because it's better that way. Unless you're going to keep going, and then it becomes an endless quest. So I'll throw that out there. And the last thing is, is a quote here by Alberto Casing. And he says, you are supposed to be here to help other people. Your purpose on earth is not to get lost in the dark, but be the light for others. We've talked about being the light, haven't we? So that they may find their way through you. I like that. I like that a lot. And here's something from the Tao, which says, you are only confined by the walls you build yourself. That's kind of a mind blower, isn't it? So you break down your walls as you aggregate and correlate and look to the knowledge that is out there. And you reach a point where you're so far out of the box, oftentimes you don't even remember what the box looked like anymore. Not what it felt like. Takes a while. And remember, that box is secure. You've got those nice little tight walls around you, and it's warm and it's comforting. And maybe that box was created by people that care about you and whatnot. But it is the mark of a sentient and intelligent being that you are always going to seek to learn and aggregate and create new knowledge for other people. I mean, that's the final goal. All right. Well, it's getting cold. My hands are frozen. So it's time to end this video. I really appreciate everyone who logs on and watches. And please like, comment, and share this out with people. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Again, I'm trying to build this out, and in order to help be that light. I want to be a light. I want you to be that light, and together we can lead people out of the darkness. All right, friends. I guess that's about it. I'll see you later. Bye.